Hey y'all. It is hot out here. It is very, very hot. Hot. I mean hot. And it's the end of September. Or, excuse me, beginning of October. My bad. And it's hot and nasty out here. I'm sure within a week or two that'll change. That's usually the situation. So the other night, as you guys know, there was a guy who was sitting on my steps. He was out of breath because he was running from the cops, and he wanted me to let him in, talking about the cops tried to kill him, which is a load of BS and cockamamie BS, okay? And then 2 nights ago, I drove by my place to go to a friend to see another lady that I know and to warn her about some of the weirdness that's been happening. And when I passed my house, I looked over and there was a guy lurking in my backyard. There's no fence back there. And I'm looking, and he's just standing by my living room window looking in, or trying to. I was ready for him in case he came again last night. And crime has exponentially increased in Columbia, Missouri. The president of the college mentioned something about that, and they're supposedly doing something about it. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But there was also, I think it was about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, there was a shooting on Broadway, which is a common, well-populated area downtown. And somebody opened fire, and multiple people end up in the hospital, and one person died. And I believe it was last summer, a guy got murdered at the Walmart on Connolly Road. Broad daylight. They got into an argument, and the one guy opened fire and killed the other guy. You know, where I used to live, one of my friends makes fun of it. He makes fun about the name of it, the town. But I said, but we didn't have the Wild Wild West over there like y'all do. Okay? We didn't have that. Shoot 'em ups every 5 seconds. We didn't have that. So you could say what you want to say. We did not have shootings, period. College town, military town, and we just didn't have the drama that's here. So, I don't know what the hell's happening. It's just getting worse and worse and worse. And the lady that got murdered basically was a very good college student. She was a college student at Stevens University, which is a college here in town. She's dead. For what? They weren't even involved in whatever, like they were just passerbys. They weren't involved in any argument or anything. Sorry, my hand is kind of in the way. Sorry about that. So, I don't know what's going on. I just don't. And I'm not going to get into a huge debate about guns, but I am going to use some common sense. If you come in my freaking, comments and you start talking stupid and get political, I will boot you out of there and block you from my channel. So don't come in here and act stupid. I'm not going to have it. Y'all should know me by now that I'm not playing with you. You want to come in here and act dumb, you get booted in a trash can where you belong. This isn't a political thing. This is a guns thing. It's not even a guns thing. It's a crazy people thing. But because the United States does not want to acknowledge mental illness, they would rather focus on the guns, which is asinine and stupid. You could have 1,000 guns on a table. None of them are dangerous until a crazy person picks the gun up and starts firing. The guns are not capable of firing by themselves. The guns are not capable of firing by themselves. But we don't want to acknowledge, the United States doesn't want to acknowledge mental illness because that means we have to come up with funding to combat the problem, and we ain't really trying to do all that. So we'll just target on, focus on an inanimate object that's not dangerous by itself. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. No. So anyway, y'all stay safe. I know around Christmas time, crimes get a lot worse because people are desperate for money. But we're not even, we're not even in October good yet, and people are already acting real stupid. I mean, real stupid. This gun issue has been going on for a long time. Living here, shoot 'em ups is normal around here. Shouldn't be, but it is. Will that change? I don't know. I have no idea. So, I don't know. Y'all be safe out there. I love you guys. Take care. Bye.